Hello and welcome to your flow. Let's get started at the front of our mats, getting ready to warm up the body with some vinyasas. Start at the top of the mat with your toes together and your heels apart. Your hands can rest by your sides, shoulders are down, back and away from the ears. Activate the quadriceps to lift the kneecaps, tuck the tailbone in, activate the abdominals. This is our start in mountain pose. Inhale, the arms come up. And exhale, fold the body forward. Place the hands either on the shins, the thighs, or the floor as you inhale for your halfway lift with a flat back and straight legs. We'll exhale back into plank pose. Hold plank for 3 breaths. 1, 2, don't let the hips drop, and 3. Slowly with control, lower your body all the way down to the floor. And then on the inhale, lift the chest and the face forward, looking up. On the exhale, tuck the toes under as you push back into your first downward facing dog. Since this is the first down dog of the day, let's paddle the feet out, stretching into the calves, pull the navel in and push the ground away. Your gaze can be between your knees or up towards the navel. Couple more breaths here. 1, pushing through the pads of your hands and the fingertips, not into the wrists. And 2. On the inhale, let's slowly walk the legs as far as you can towards the hands, and then halfway lift again. On the exhale, we fold back down, folding the chest towards the shins. And inhale, we rise, rolling the spine up, lifting the arms up and looking up. And exhaling back into our mountain posture. Let's take one more vinyasa. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. All the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, shoulder blades together. Exhale to your plank posture. 3 breaths. 1. Fingers are spread nice and wide. 2, wrists are under the shoulders, quads are active, and 3. On the exhale, we slowly lower down to the stomach, and inhale, baby cobra, lifting the chest and looking up, and exhale, tuck the toes as you push back into the downward facing dog. Let's hold here for 3 breaths before we begin the sequence. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. And exhale. On the inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. Bend that knee. And just take some circles in the air with that knee to sort of open up that right hip. Lift the leg back up, and as you exhale, bring the foot between the hands. If you need to walk up or take a variation, that's fine. Place the back foot at a 90-degree angle so it's perpendicular to the front foot. Cycle the hands up and bend the right knee, straighten the left into warrior 2, right side. Looking towards the front hand, let's count to 3. 1 breath. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. 2, move the front knee out to the right to activate the glutes. And 3. On the inhale, flip the front palm so it's facing upward. And keeping the front leg bent, we're going to bring that right arm up overhead. When the bicep is next to the ear, you can stop. To stretch open that side body, resting the left hand on the calf, looking up to the right hand. 3 breaths. 1, 2, navel in, and 3. On the inhale, coming back to your warrior 2. Let's bring the forearm to the knee, and the left hand comes up overhead, stretching the side body nice and long, looking up towards the left hand. If you would like, you can take the full posture and place the right hand on the outside of the right foot, extended side angle posture. 2 breaths. 1 and 2. Inhale, come all the way back up, straighten that front leg. Move the back leg in a few paces. Shift the weight into the right leg and hinge from the waist to rotate your torso down into our triangle pose. So you can have your hand just resting against your calf, on your shin for support if you'd like to use less core, or you can grab hold of the big toe with your 2-piece fingers, looking up towards the top hand if that's available to you. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, let's cycle all the way back up. And exhale, bring the feet together. Let's take a vinyasa. Inhale, arms up, looking up. Exhale, folding forward all the way down, relaxing the neck and the head. Inhale for your half lift. Exhale, step back to your strong plank. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, knitting the rib cage together, and 3. On the exhale, we slowly lower down to the stomach. The slower the better. Inhale, baby cobra, chest shines forward, gaze is upward. Tuck the back toes under, push up and back into your down dog. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, and 3. On the inhale, we lift the left leg up, bend that knee, and take some circles in the air, opening up the hip joint on the left side. And then on the exhale, we bring that left foot between the hands. Remember, whatever you need to do here, walking it up, that's totally fine. Just setting yourself up for warrior 2. So you move the back foot with a wide stance back to a perpendicular. So your front foot is parallel to the long edge of the mat. Back foot is parallel to the short edge. Cycle the arms up, bend the front knee. Warrior 2, left side. Bend nice and deeply. Look at your front hand on the left hand. 3 breaths. 1. Shoulders relax. 2. Don't forget to rotate that knee out to the left. And 3. On our inhale, move the left palm facing up towards the sky. And we're going to bring that hand all the way up and over the body until the bicep is next to the ear. Again, resting the right hand on the calf or the thigh. 3 breaths. Bend deeply into that front leg still. 1. Core is active. 2. And 3. Cycle the hands back into your warrior 2. Bring the forearm to the left thigh and the right hand comes up overhead, bicep next to the ear on this side. Stretching from the back foot to the tips of the fingers for a nice deep side bend. Again, taking the full expression if it's available to you. 2 breaths. 1. And 2. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Straighten that front leg. Walk the right leg in a little bit. Shift the weight into the right leg. And we bend through the torso, rotating, grabbing hold of either the big toe, the shin, or the thigh. Looking up for triangle posture, left side. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, coming all the way back up. And exhale back to the front of your mat. Mountain posture. Let's take our vinyasa. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, reaching back to your plank posture. 1, 2, and 3. Lower all the way down to the stomach again. Inhaling to your baby cobra. And coming into our downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and set up for a pigeon pose on the right side. Lift the right leg up on the inhale. On the exhale, bend the knee. Bring the right knee behind the right wrist. Rotate the foot out towards the left. And then come down. Bring your back leg down, your knee to the mat. And to intensify the stretch, you can walk your back foot, just inch it a little bit at a time backwards. As you pull your body back, you will feel the intensity increase in this pigeon posture. You can stay in this pose here. If you'd like to take it further, you can lower yourself onto your forearms or all the way to the floor. Let's hold here for 5 deep breaths. Try to relax into it. 1, inhale, and exhale. 2, controlling the breath, relaxing the facial muscles and the shoulders. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, walking the body back up if you were down. Flip the back toe under, lift that left knee, and then bring the right foot next to the left. Hold plank again, 3 breaths. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale to baby cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg rises. And exhale, let's bring the left knee to the back of the left wrist and swivel the foot out towards the right side. Go ahead, lower the right knee down and the leg. Again, walking it backwards. I'm just scooching mine a little bit to get more of that stretch in the left hip. You can choose to stay here if that's what you did on the previous side, or you can bring yourself down to your forearms or all the way to the floor. 5 breaths in pigeon left side. 1, inhale, and exhale. 2, inhale, and exhale. Trying to keep the breath in the nostrils, not in the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Last one. Relax into it. 5. Next inhale, let's push the body back up. Lift that right knee off the mat. Bring the left foot next to the right. Hold plank again, 3 seconds. 1, 2, and 3. Exhale, lower the body all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Okay, let's do a new sequence on the right side. Lift the right leg up to the sky. And exhale, bring that right leg in. And the right foot will go on the outside of the right hand. Drop the back knee. We're going to peel that right foot open. This is lizard pose. So you're going to feel a big stretch on the left hip here. If you'd like to, you can lower down to your forearms or all the way to the ground. Just making sure that you're on the knife edge of the foot, so the outside edge of that right foot. Energetically moving that knee towards the floor. We'll hold for 3. 1. Again, shoulder blades down and back along the spine. 2. Every breath getting a little more open. And 3. Inhale. Let's push back up to the original posture. And then we're going to step the left foot on the outside of the left hand and sit back on the heels for our malasana. Push the legs out with the elbows as you bring your hands into prayer. Sitting back on the heels, we hold for 3 breaths. 1. Navel in, shoulders down. 2. And 3. Okay, if you'd like to challenge yourself, you can take Bakasana, crow pose, or just meet in a plank. You can hold plank instead of doing Bakasana. If you'd like to do crow, go ahead and rock your knees into sort of your armpits up onto your triceps as you shift the weight into your hands. Hold here, 3 breaths. 1, otherwise take plank. 2, and 3. You can either step back down out of this or shoot back into your chaturanga all the way down to your stomach. Inhale for baby cobra. And exhale for downward facing dog. Let's inhale, take the left leg up, and we're going to put the left foot on the outside of the left hand. Drop the right knee. Open up that foot so you're on the left edge of your left foot. And shift your weight forward to stretch open that groin and hip. Lower yourself to your forearms if you wish. If you're flexible enough, you can place your chest and chin on the floor. Let's take 3 deep breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, push up out of the posture. Place your foot flat on the floor. Lift the back knee and then shift so that your right foot comes to the outside of the right hand. And then you sit back in your malasana. Frog pose. Pushing again, the elbows against the thighs to open up. 1 breath. 2. And 3. Same transition as before. If you'd like to take Bakasana, feel free, or else feel free to also just take the plank pose. If you're taking crow, go ahead and start rocking the weight into your arms. Hold. 1, 2, and 3. We meet in plank and chaturanga Lower all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. And exhale to downward facing dog. Go ahead and take 3 relaxing breaths in this down dog. 1, 2, and 3. Lower the knees to the ground. With your toes still tucked under, if you can, sit back up on your heels. Place the hands at the heart center. We'll take this for 5 breaths to stretch the feet. Inhale and exhale. 2, inhale and exhale. If you start to feel the stretch, just try to send your breath to the sensation. 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and flip the toes so that they're flat on the ground. We'll just stay here for a couple breaths for a counter stretch for your feet. You can rest the hands on the thighs. Inhale for 1 breath. And 2, inhale. Let's go ahead and bring the feet out in front of us. We're going to take a little forward fold. So on the inhale, let's reach the arms up and overhead, stretching the spine nice and long, flexing the feet. On the exhale, you'll fold forward, and you can either hold on to your shins, ankles, or feet, or your toes. Inhale once more to lengthen, and exhale, fold forward. You're moving your chest towards your shins, so you're not just collapsing over your legs, but it's an active stretch. Hold this for 5 breaths. 1, navel in, shoulders back. 2, relax the brow. 3, 4, rippling the body to come even closer. 5. All right, on the exhale, let's bring our body back up. And then let's bring the soles of the feet together into our butterfly posture. Hold the feet together. Shine the chest forward and bend the elbows as you fold gently until you feel a good stretch. And let's hold here for 3 breaths. 1. Active core still. 2. Don't hunch your shoulders. And 3. Inhale, come back up to center. Release the feet so that they're flat on the floor in front of you. And we're going to take a reverse tabletop posture. So for this, we're going to have the fingers just behind the hips of each hand, right? So in line kind of with the hips. The fingers are pointing towards the heels. And on the inhale, we're going to lift up the hips and move them towards the ceiling, and you can let the head hang back, okay? Alternatively, you can just keep sitting in a seated position. Let's take 3 breaths. 1, push higher, higher through the glutes and the hamstrings. 2, last breath. And 3, lower down. We're gonna take Navasana, boat posture. Lift the legs up straight, point the toes, hands out to the outsides of the legs. Look towards the feet. 1, 2, 3. We're taking 5 breaths. Chest forward, sit up straight. You can bend the knees if you wish. And 5. Cross the legs. And we'll come forward into a child's pose. So you can choose wide-legged child's pose if you wish, or legs together. If you want wide-legged like me, knees are wide and toes are together as you push back onto your heels and then walk your hands forward to melt your chest forward to the floor. Five breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Move the body forward onto the forearms. Slowly roll onto the back. Place your left hand on your left thigh and bring your right leg up. So you can either grab the back of your hamstring, so if you'd like, you can interlace your fingers and pull that leg in. If it's available to you, you can reach for your toe, your big toe with the 2-piece fingers, and keep your knee as straight as possible as you bend the elbow. And for this one, you'll hold the thigh. Keep your left foot active and pull that in to stretch the hamstring. We'll do this for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and release. Lower the right foot all the way down to the floor. We're switching sides. So raise that left leg. Again, you can interlace your fingers on the back of the thigh and pull it in towards you. Or you can take your left hand with your 2-piece fingers, grip the big toe, bend the elbow, and bring it in. Flex that right foot, toes are towards the ceiling. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Release and slowly lower the foot back down. Let's take cobbler's pose before we take Shavasana. So soles of the feet are coming together. Let the knees fall towards the floor. Left hand rests on the chest. Right hand rests on the stomach to be aware of your breathing. 5 breaths. Let gravity do the work on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Finally, go ahead and give your knees a nice big hug in. Rock side to side. Massaging that low back. Preparing for your rest. And then we can spread the body out in Shavasana. So you can choose to leave your feet flat on the floor with your knees together, or just spread out in the traditional corpse pose, lying on your back. We will take about a minute or 2 in this Shavasana. So just relax. Take notice of your breath and the sensations in your body. Take a nice deep inhale, filling the lungs all the way up with air. And release the breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Move your hands and feet. Stretch overhead if it feels right to you. And we'll slowly find our way to a comfortable seated position. Once you have found your seated position, we bring the hands to heart center, rise them up to the third eye, down to the mouth, again to the heart, bowing forward. Namaste. Thank you for joining me in this practice. I hope you enjoyed it and that you have a wonderful rest of your day.